Hello everybody, it's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for my Virgo collective. Any major Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading may or may not be for you, so I ask that you please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. What I heard right before I sat down was get out of your head. I think you're overthinking something and you're creating all kinds of stress and anxiety, and you kind of just need to breathe a little bit. Get out of the headspace, Virgo. All right, let's jump in with some cards. We're going to start off with the tea leaf deck today. Yeah, get out of your head. Happiness and well-being is here, Virgo. I think you're playing into some dissatisfaction. Maybe you're deeply dissatisfied right now with your life. Maybe when it comes to something that's broken. But there are better times coming. There are better times coming. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I do think you're dealing with somebody acting like a turkey. You're dealing with somebody behaving very childishly, very stupidly, maybe creating you all kinds of stress and anxiety, all kinds of dissatisfaction in your life. I think somebody here doesn't like accepting valid criticism. You definitely got to trust your intuition. I think big changes are coming and things are about to look really good soon. So you are going to have to protect your energy, Virgo. There's negative forces working against you beyond your control. I think you're coming out of a very toxic karmic entanglement. I think somebody's got you in their web of lies or something of the sort. And maybe it's time to, look into a new job, a new career. Maybe you're coming into a raise at work or something. You're going to have successful outcome. Whatever problems you're facing, you hold the key to future successes. And I think something important is coming. A money bag, maybe. Something important when it comes to your job, a raise, a promotion. Success is yours. And then we got this very nasty negative energy over here. I think they're trying to tempt you. You're dealing with a snake. You're dealing with a snake. Get ready to receive some news. I almost feel like some news from your guides, your spiritual team with the flying bird. There's definitely some news coming. You're really going to have to pay attention to what's coming through your intuition is a big message. Don't play into this person that's trying to tempt you. I think somebody's, trying to get you to go into an ego battle with them. Don't play into this person behaving stupidly, childishly, aggressively. I feel a very aggressive energy. Really bring negativity into your life, and it's beyond your control. So just accept that this person's just not going to change is kind of what I feel. And then we get this reconciliation. Someone you know is definitely undependable and insincere. I kind of feel like you're reconciling the past somehow when it comes to this very undependable person. You're dealing with somebody insincere, quite likely that is verbally abusive, that belittles you, and definitely some obstacles to overcome. I do feel somebody's accusing you, pointing the finger at you, either now or in the near future, or somebody has been aggressive with you, but you're going to triumph over these obstacles. And it might be challenging right now, but there's success around the corner. Happiness and well-being is coming. So let's jump in with some Illumination Oracle cards. There's definitely a situation in the balance, and whatever is just and right is going to work out as it should. I think things are going to work out in your favor. So get out of your head and stop worrying, Virgo. You might need to ask for some guidance. I think you're kind of sifting through some very dark energy. Maybe you're in the Hermit energy, Virgo. That would be your major arcana. You definitely got somebody trying to make you spiral, and you need to regain control of your emotions. Find that determination to keep going forward, because I think there is a fresh start here. There's a brand new beginning here, and maybe it's just in the beginning stages. And whoever you're dealing with, that is, bring forward all kinds of criticism and negativity. I think they're dealing with a lot of confusion. Definitely they're still attached to you in some way, shape, or form. I think you're likely dealing with somebody playing into some substance abuses, maybe an alcoholic of some sort. I don't know where this is coming from, but somebody is like clinging to an attachment with you. I think they're behaving stupidly. They want to spend time together, but they're not treating you with much respect is what I'm feeling. And it's created an illusion. I think somebody doesn't want you to move on and meet somebody new. They're playing into some abandonment fears is what I'm feeling. And you're really going to have to pay attention to the details. Do not let somebody's inadequacy lower your vibration. I think you've walked away from this person and they're clinging to control. They're playing into fear, quite likely playing into substance abuses and lashing out at you is what I feel. This is not going to be a reading for everybody, Virgo. Do not play into the confusion. Do not play into the manipulation. Do not let this person make you feel less than or inadequate, Virgo, because I think you're about to meet somebody new. Keep walking away. Don't look back. You're walking into a fresh new start. And as you kind of find the determination to keep going forward towards happiness and restoring your overall well-being, I feel this person is just losing their mind. I do think they're dealing with some hurt. Maybe you've recently gone through an ending with this person. Maybe this person wants to reconcile, but I don't think they have good intentions. And there's definitely going to be some illumination. You know, after the storm comes the rainbow blessings. And I think you've been patient. You've definitely been closing out a marriage where you're dealing with a liar, somebody hiding the truth, somebody wearing a mask. You've definitely rejected them. I feel children have been in the mix. Maybe this person wants to fix what's broken because of the children, but there's double loyalty here. There's double loyalty here. So let's keep going, Virgo, and see. Maybe you should use this ending as your artistic, creative abilities. You know, when we learn something valuable, when we close out a major cycle, we get a lot of wisdom from that cycle. So maybe it's time to specialize in something moving forward, especially when it comes to your career. A new career, a new job. Maybe you should be a counselor of some sort. I'm not sure, spiritual counselor. Virgo is that service-based energy. It is like a counselor energy. Be mindful of keeping a healthy body and a healthy mind. Get active, get out there for a walk, get out there in nature, start living your life with purpose, and don't worry about this greedy person. You're dealing with somebody greedy, clinging to material possessions that has really given somebody power over them. And it's time for you to release feelings of inadequacy. When we are with people, we kind of absorb their energy. So release any shame from this ending. From any past experiences with this person behaving like a turkey, behaving stupidly. I think you've been to war recently, and maybe, you know, you're coming out of a very karmic situation with somebody that's arrogant. And I think you're stepping into being single, and maybe that's a great place to be. I think you might be meeting somebody new, right, shortly, but you got to regain control of this situation. I feel definitely the ending of a very fleshy, tempting connection. This is really where you break free from any codependency. I think you're kind of learning how to be self-reliant, which is, you know, helping you restore some self-esteem, Virgo. Maybe you were dependent on this person for a long time. I think this person is definitely dependent on you for their happiness. And I think in order for your future successes to come in, I think maybe it's time to look into a higher level of learning, maybe getting a new degree, and to really perpetuate your spiritual path is what's coming through. I think this is like a very long-standing family burden that is coming to a close, and I definitely feel children have been a factor. But I think this is part of your awakening when it comes to what's going to bring you fulfillment deep inside. And this is definitely a negative human experience that holds a much higher purpose than you realize. And maybe it's time to be that guiding light for humanity. I don't think you're being punished. I think this person's going to have some negative consequences for their behavior is what I'm feeling. Maybe they are going to be imprisoned or something of the sort. I think you're dealing with somebody very angry. that holds a lot of resentment. I think they feel like you did them wrong, but I think they've got some skewed perceptions of what is reality. And you offering forgiveness will liberate you from this contract. You got to control your emotions, because I don't think this person knows how to control their emotions. And lead with love, regardless of how this person is acting. I feel there's a lot of public embarrassment, gossip, and maybe you've worked a long time on this connection, and I feel it's time for you to recognize that this is not your burden to carry. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody very greedy, and I feel it's been a humiliating experience when it comes to losing some material possessions, and maybe that's the karmic attachment, fear of losing material possessions, but somebody's about to reap exactly what they have sown with the karma card. Major challenges to be faced, and I think your person is about to receive some very harsh karma. As you release and heal, this person is carrying the onus of this burden now, and they're going to have to learn not to cling to things that aren't meant for them, to release this attachment. So maybe it's time to specialize in a craft of some sort, Virgo, and maybe you're here to be a merchant of some sort, to sell something, or to provide a service for somebody. I think it's time for you to get cultured and to venture towards where you've only dreamed of going. So what artistic abilities do you have that you can tap into? We all have amazing creativity below the surface, and when we go through a major karmic cycle closing and all of these deep secrets come out from below the surface, from within the heart, that's when we can take this wisdom and bring forward the secrets we've learned this life to help others within the collective. So I think maybe it's time to share your story, to specialize in what you've learned, and to keep venturing forward, keep walking away. I think you're dealing with somebody that's possessed from some very negative energies, and they're definitely taking something out on you, trying to tempt you into maybe playing into a trauma bond cycle again. And you are encouraged to break free, but let's jump in with some tarot. I think you're being encouraged to go after what your true heart desires. It's definitely the final nail in the coffin. This has been a long, painful, drawn-out ending of a cycle. Judgment right out the gate. Two energies of an ending, and all endings will lead to a new beginning, but you're going to need to heal from this. I feel you feel like you've been stabbed in the back by a masculine energy. We get the King of Cups and the Emperor right out the gate. And Judgment. So if you've been dealing with a husband or a father figure that's really been acting a fool and not treating you right, there's definitely some karmic judgment. Somebody's going to get a rude awakening. I think you're dealing with somebody that isn't able to gather their emotions. They're very emotional when it comes to this final judgment call being made. And if you've been going to court, I do think things are going to go in your favor. I think you've got some psychic sight. You could be dealing with an Aries, but this is definitely an awakening for both of you is what I feel. You know, usually the Emperor does what he needs to do to take charge of a situation. So you could be this masculine taking charge of a situation with this Queen of Swords reversed is what they said. It's reversed. You're dealing with somebody that likes to argue. I think they enjoy arguing. It gives them pleasure. Could be dealing with a bitch. I also feel like if you're this Queen of Swords in reverse, you're fed up and you're about to tell somebody where to go to shove it, pretty much. Definitely the death of this situation. I feel like it could be a marriage or definitely a long-standing common law partnership. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of arguing. I don't think either one of you are emotionally invested. I feel like you're encouraged to block communication, to cut all ties, to allow this to close out, because you're bringing in a brand new cycle in life. And how interesting. How interesting. Usually this is a happy foundation, the Four of Wands. I think you've been in a foundation with this person, and the doorway is opening up for you to step into self-love. And that's what I'm getting off of this today. You're going to have to start with a clean slate and to go in a new direction. And whatever's happening, this truly has changed for the better. No matter how hard it is to go through this change, this expansion, and this growth, it's time to learn something new. It's time to start honoring self-worth, self-value, and filling your own cup first, because you can't fill another's cup if you can't fill your own cup first. So the doorway is opening. I feel like you're leaving a foundation and you're communicating with your masculine energy that this is over. I think you're putting blocks up. I think you've had enough. You're definitely moving in a new direction with the Three of Wands. You're stepping towards manifesting what it is that you want. False foundation, crumbling to the ground, and somebody here is acting out of their ego. The Strength reversed. This is interesting. We get the Three of Wands. So I feel like if you don't take this leap of faith now, your ships are going to sail away, Virgo. Maybe you've lacked the strength and the fortitude to break free. Or maybe you're dealing with an egomaniac here. It could go either way. I feel, yes, a marriage. There's some illumination. I think this is like a freaking nightmare. I think you're dealing with a nightmare. And this has been a long time coming when it comes to releasing this burden. There's going to be a shakeup, an imminent shakeup. Somebody's about to get a wake-up call when it comes to maybe losing their home, losing a foundation. This was built on materialism, greed, falsities, false pretenses, and it's time to find your strength to just lay this burden down. I think you're stressed, you're riddled with anxiety. Get out of the head, into the heart. This is like a living nightmare, and I think you're just praying to go towards happier times. So communicate with your guides, communicate with the angels. I think you are, you're really connecting, and you're praying. You're praying for the determination to keep going forward. And I'm thinking you're being told to block communication with this Emperor. It's toxic, it's addictive, it's definitely a karmic attachment. They want you chained to them. Greed, materialism, lustful desires, power tripping. It's time to block communication. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, Scorpio. It's time to uncage yourself from this contract. I think you're healing. You want solid, reciprocal connection. You want love in your life. So you have to heal what is broken within you from this toxic connection if you are to have that healthy connection with another. But I feel it's kind of time to block this person. I feel you're also dealing with a lot of aggressive communication, and it's kind of time to block this person. They're a master manipulator. Oh my God, yes. They are a master manipulator. You're dealing with somebody that knows how to manipulate with their words. They're a liar. They like to hurt you with their words. They emotionally manipulate. They're definitely playing on your heartstrings, and you're just encouraged to keep going forward. Take that leap of faith in a new direction. There's a brand new creative endeavor awaiting for you, and this is basically like a major wake-up call. Ooh, look at what stayed. The Queen of Pentacles, your energy, Virgo. It's really time to do the self-work, healing, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, building that solid foundation for yourself, and breaking free from this trauma bond is what I'm feeling. Yeah. No, we're going to take them all upright. So this is what's hidden below the surface. We got the Five of Coins. I think you're struggling financially. Maybe this is going to lead to total financial ruin. I also feel there's a lot of new doorways opening up for you. You've been confused. You've been afraid. And you're kind of coming out of that confused state. And as you walk away from this very emotionally dissatisfying situation that's caused you a lot of grief, a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry, a lot of new doorways are opening up for you. You're climbing the ladder towards success. I think it's going to take time. It's going to take time to really digest this lesson and to tap into your feminine nature, I feel. You're going into a lot of shadow aspects. It's likely triggered a lot of past wounding to come to the surface. Definitely tapping into your own intuition with the Pisces energy. And there's my Virgo energy. It's time to do the hard work, to break yourself free from this lack mentality. You've been in a situation that has left you emotionally bankrupt. I think you've lost your voice. It's time to do the work. I feel you've been in a period of depression, soul suppression. You've been on defense mode, ready to battle at any given second. And you're kind of just encouraged to keep going forward, to do the planning, keep walking away. We're going to get a potential overall outcome. 2 Cups. You know, this is what's on the other side. Is love, is reciprocity, is a deep spiritual connection, but you got to do the work. You got to break free from this old mindset. Somebody's about to get their bubble burst. Definitely, you're manifesting solid foundations, a legacy for the future, and there is going to be a new lover being presented. But you got to know your worth and your value first. And I don't know that this is coming right away. Maybe it's going to take 8 weeks, 10 weeks. But this is what's on the other side of this ending. It's going to take time to heal. It's going to take time to heal, to build your stability up, You're dealing with a miser, somebody that's been hiding money, stealing money or something of the sorts. And it's time to find a new tribe, a new circle. It's time to find new people to work with. I think you're tapping into some new creativity here, maybe a new business venture, and that's going to be your focus for a while. You're definitely moving on from this miser without a doubt, and you're really learning this lesson, and I think it is rooted in some childhood patterns. And it's going to really open you up to clear any blockages in your heart, to get really honest with yourself as part of this healing journey. So let's just look at this Emperor. Look at that right out the gate. The World. Don't look back. Close this out. This was a karmic cycle, maybe stemming around a father wound or a mother wound. And this is where you kind of bring something full circle and you master this lesson so you can take that leap of faith and leave all of this baggage behind, Virgo. Yeah, this is where you do the real work when it comes to mastering who you are, what it is you have to bring to the world, and balancing the karmic scales. So if there is going to be a court ruling, I do think things will go in your favor. Everything will work out as it should be. And healing is on the way. Healing is on the way. Let's look at this death energy. King of Coins. So I think death to materialism and greed, soul suppression, depression, and there is a brand new abundant beginning here. There is a brand new abundant beginning here, and there is a lot of truth coming. A lot of truth coming when it comes to this belittler, this manipulator, this turkey that you're dealing with. So keep praying to your angels and your guides. The answers and the clarity that you've been seeking are coming. I would like to look at this Devil a little bit deeper. The Hermit, that's your energy, Virgo. This really is a lesson in going within. Illusions are being shattered. You've definitely spent a long time on this foundation, and it's time to go in a new direction. It's time to plant those seeds in a new direction, because that's what's going to build this legacy for you. Could be dealing with a Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I feel this is where you harness your inner masculine energy, whether you're a woman or a man, and you find the drive and the determination to be that visionary leader, to take this lesson at face value, to quit playing the martyr, to quit playing the victim, to never ever self-sacrifice again, and to really go within and learn this lesson. So I think get ready to birth a brand new life. I think you're stepping into your Empress capabilities. What is the matter? Okay. Okay. Is that better? No, don't. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm almost done my video. Sorry, Virgo. We got my peanut home not feeling well. I wasn't sure if we'd get through the reading. But anyways, this is where you really learn this lesson. I do think you might have children with this person. That's not going to be for everybody, but it's time to reap your harvest, and we got to go through immense pain, labor pains, to get to the other side of birthing a brand new life. Maybe it's going to be 8-9 months before this new person comes in. Takes 9 months to birth a baby, but I feel blessings are on the way. You're going through an awakening of some sort, a life force activation, and it's time to learn something new. Dig a little bit deeper. Do some research when it comes to maybe a new career path. But things are going to work out okay. And I think if you've really been struggling, there's a rebalancing. Maybe you're the teacher in this situation. Maybe you should look into a spiritual teaching program, a coaching program. and to really cherish this gift for what it is. I feel it's a heart awakening, and you have the capability to overcome these obstacles. And when you do, maybe you're meant to be that pillar of strength for somebody else that's going through a similar experience. There is no greater education than life experience. So you're going to need to be careful when it comes to your finances and your resources. Definitely a new perspective is coming. You're going to gain a lot of self-awareness when it comes to this situation, but pay attention to your finances. You might be in a financial pinch, but I feel the universe is telling you this relationship was never, ever supposed to last. So keeping those positive thought processes, keeping that positive vibration, amazing outcome is around the corner. And you're definitely releasing something that you know is no longer worthy of your time. It's a toxic circumstance. And you're gonna recover, but it's gonna take a lot of hard work. Virgo is that workhorse. It takes a lot of hard work. You do got some obstacles ahead, but you're gonna recover without a doubt. And no matter what tough situation you've recently been through, I think it was really just to shift your perspective, to maybe try a different approach. This person is not going to get away with this, if you are wondering. There's definitely a destined event coming. And if you've been feeling the energy, you're spot on. So get ready for a shift. Something positive is coming, and that's kind of what I got for you, Virgo. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.